Hi everybody, welcome back. So I think the pick here is a clear Meteor Golem over Sift and over Dark Dweller Oracle. Dark Dweller Oracle is really good if you can get, acts of treason, but Meteor Golem is way more reliable. Oh wow, okay, so now we get a lot of really good cards. Hmm. So I think Vampire Sovereign is better than Militia Bugler, although I think it's pretty close. White is better with artifacts because we can go white blue, whereas black is not really an artifact matters theme. But I'm still going to take Vampire Sovereign because it's a really, really good card. Okay. We're going to get sucked into black-white light gain again. I'm not passing Starcrown Stag. It's a really good card. Interesting. So we're seeing two back-to-back Siegebreaker Giants, so that could be telling us that red is potentially open. There's a rabbit bite here, but I mean, I don't hate Siegebreaker Giant. I think in certain, like if we go red-white, I think this is a bomb because this is the card that lets you get your last hit in after you've had a really fast aggro start. But here it's an automatic Skymarch Bloodletter without even thinking. You just auto select this card. Don't even look at anything else in the pack. This card is so good. Well, I mean, is it too much to ask for the 2/2 that gets a +1/+1 counter every time you gain life? I don't think it's too much. Interesting. Daggerback is really good, but I mean, if I take it, we're going to be 4 colors. I guess the safer pick is like a Doom Dissenter or a Diregraph Ghoul. I'll take a Doom Dissenter. I actually think it's better than the Diregraph Ghoul. There are a lot of enter the battlefield abilities, and there's cards that combo with that. It kind of combos with the Harpy, for example. I mean, we're continuing to see good green. But Macabre Waltz is also like a solid card, but maybe we're getting cut in black. Is that possible? But getting Meteor Golem back with Macabre Waltz is really good. So again, like one of the reasons why Macabre Waltz is so good is because so many creatures in black-white have an Enter the Battlefield ability. In fact, okay, I'll take a Daybreak Chaplain now. So the risk here is that we're maybe missing a signal that green is open. But by cutting black-white, we could be setting ourselves up to get some really good black-white cards in pack 3. Right now, white looks like our iffiest color. We only have like Starcrown stacks, so we can easily be black-red. In fact, the only like really strong color is black right now. That's the one that seems definitely open. So our second color could be anything. I didn't feel like segueing into green. I don't really like black-green, to be honest. I'm still not sure what that deck is trying to accomplish. Salvage is really good. I'm willing to hedge into blue a little bit. I mean, I don't mind. Oh, there's a Boggart Brew. That's a really good card. Interesting. So nobody's doing this enchantment thing. I don't think I'm doing it either. Maybe there's a world in which I want double cast. Double cast could be potentially good with like Banefire. And so you got like, I don't know, 9 mana. You could hit for 12. It's not bad. It's very mana intensive. Like you need to have a good mana base. The other problem is like most of the good red removal. Most of the good removal is red, so you need like triple red for lightning strikes and whatnot. I'll take a stone quarry. Maybe. This is such a bad. This is one of the worst instant speed combat tricks I've seen. This is supposed to say like draw card or untap target creature, then give it +1/+7. I'm not sure what this is trying to do. I don't think I've seen it. I've seen it maybe played once. So here it's like easy Hieromancer's Cage. Over Johnny's Last Stand. Oh, interesting. I think it's just cavalry here. Still not clear what we're trying to do, but oh wow, Thorn Lieutenant, that's such a good card, but there's another Skymarch Bloodletter. Oh man. Nah, it's just another Bloodletter. These things are good. They're really good with Marauder's Axes as well. Like if I see any equipment, I'm gonna take it because I already have a decent amount of flyers. Diamond Mare. Sparktongue Dragon. And Strangling Spores. I think this is one of those pivotal picks because, like right now, it's most likely that we're like still base black. We have better white cards. So maybe Strangling Spores is like an upgrade over Tectonic Rift. I think that makes sense. And we're probably looking like this. Maybe we'll play Stone Quarry if we get like a Banefire or some really good reason. Oh wow, okay, this could do a lot of damage in a life gain deck. Snap picking Lean and Vanguard. All right, we made the right decision. So in pack 3, hopefully we can get some really good payoffs like Regal Bloodlord. We need Epic Years of Blood. I mean, I've 3-0'd several times with like Epic Years of Blood and recurring life gain. Yeah, this is good. This is good. Nightmares. There's this cheap removal and often, wow, another one. Sweet. Now we just need payoffs. I'm pretty sure we're going to get them, but even if we don't, like, this is just a good card. It'll often what happens is you have like these stupid like dorky 1/3s, Doom Dissenters, 2/2s clogging up the ground. We fly over top with our flyers. We get value off Meteor Golem like Macabre Waltz. When you're playing a Macabre Waltz, Meteor Golem is basically unblockable because it's either getting through for damage or you're just killing their next best thing after getting it back from the graveyard. Often, like these black-white decks, they tend to drag out into really, really like long, annoying, grimy games. So often your opponent will know that you have, Macabre Waltz in hand, and you're attacking with a Meteor Golem, and unless they have a 1/4, they're either chumping or they're killing it, or they're just taking 3 damage. Because you're threatening to kill their best thing. If we need to, we can splash Electrify off Stone Quarry, but right now it's going to make our mana look really ugly. Oh, what do we want from this? All right, well, I mean, now we can definitely splash Electrify if we want. With one mountain, I mean, in general, like if you have 3 sources of red, you're like way over, you're well over 50% being to be able to cast, halfway through the game. Turn 13 or whatever. Submerged Boneyard, I guess, in case we want to splash something in blue, like Divination. At this point, I'd probably rather just splash a Divination than removal for this deck. Okay, so we open like the best white card possible. Oh yes. Well, I don't know why the picture's not coming up. What do you even do? So 4 starting loyalty. That seems to be the rate. So whatever the casting cost, that's the loyalty. Making these things extra hard to kill. They stick around on the table for a long time, and they really change the dynamic of a limited game. I've found that unless you have flyers, it's very difficult to kill planeswalkers. So this thing can return creatures from the graveyard to the battlefield, like Doom Dissenter, Daybreak Chaplain, Leonin Vanguards. It can just yank them back. Oh, and its ultimate is you get 3 1/1 cat creatures with lifelink. But even the +1/+1 counters, it's pretty good. Another Vampire Sovereign. I'm really hoping to wield this abnormal endurance, but I'm just not picking that. You kidding me? Another Strangling Spores. Mystic Archaeologist. The problem with Mystic Archaeologist, you need double bloom to activate his ability. Yeah, unfortunately, we gotta let it go. So Doom Dissenter, Disperse. I think Doom Dissenter is good. I want early stuff for AJANI to just put random tokens, random counters on. So like actually with AJANI, it's important to have like 1 and 2 drops. Because let's say like in your opening hand, you're missing a 3-drop. When you're playing AJANI, you're just getting 1 counter. So you definitely want with AJANI, you want to prioritize. I'll play even like 4 1-drops with AJANI because he automatically upgrades them. So you're getting like a discount. Build your own 2-drop with AJANI. Oh, there's the picture. Look at that art. Yeah, Magic has some of the best artists in the world, no joke. I wish you could see the name bigger. Victor Minguez. Yeah, I think these artists, they come to like various events for Magic. Yeah, why not Child of the Night? So kind of blanking now a little bit. Finishing out this pack. I'm not sure what happened. I mean, I'm not complaining. We got really good cards. I mean, we got AJANI, we got 2 Vampire Sovereigns, but it looks like green-blue is just flowing out of control. And we're getting really nothing valuable. Do we need any artifacts? Do we have a need for artifacts? Or do I just want another 1-drop? I think I just want another 1-drop for AJANI. I'm probably not splashing, unless I get another source of blue, I'm not splashing divination. So I probably want to cut one of my 4-drops. Another 4-drop. Yeesh. Give me one combat trick, abnormal strength, or I really need that in my deck. I really need one of those. It works with Bloodletter, it works with Cavalry, it works with Golem, it works with Sovereign, it works at everything. And I kind of don't want to play this Loxodon. He's very mediocre. He just looks so bad when you compare him to the red version, which is a 4/2. Ooh, Cavalry Drillmaster, I do not mind actually. This is exactly what my deck needs. I mean, we have a deck. I'd rather cut probably like 1 Gallon Cavalry or 1 Strangling Spores for something cheaper like a Hard Blade. Yeah, I'd rather have, like, I found that you could win plenty of games without removal, especially like -3/-3 is not really, it's not the be all and end all of removal in this format. It doesn't deal with, there's too many things that it doesn't deal with, and often you feel like you're dealing with something at a really bad rate. Like, one of the reasons is so many of these creatures have an enter the battlefield ability. So let's say you killed a stupid, 4/2 pizza delivery rhino with this. Do you really feel like you accomplished something? Probably not, because your opponent just drew a card. Yeah, you got, you dealt with a big threat. Whereas these Gallon Cavalries, one of these tokens can trade with that. So in that way, Gallon Cavalry is like almost a cheaper version of the Rhino. So that's why I found that as this format evolved, I really deprioritized removal. Lich Curse is still excellent because that deals with anything. But -3/-3 is a completely different story. I think I kind of do want to play first. Whenever you have a Starcrown Stag, you tend to want to play first. Any deck with a Starcrown Stag is considered like an aggro deck. All right, so we're going to do Chaplain so that we can gain life off Drillmaster's bump next turn. Okay. So Drillmaster, swing for 6. So 6-point life swing. And so far, we're lining up really good against our opponent. We have like, yeah, I mean, if all he's doing is goblins. I guess I don't want to send these guys in because of AJANI. So I'm going to pass and probably going to just play Cavalry. And if he plays the Goblin that pumps, that gives all goblins +1/+1, we have a Hieromancer's Cage. So with these types of board situations, like we could be really patient with how we want to proceed with what we want to use this on. Like, there's really no reason to use this right now. Okay. Our opponent's deck does not so far does not match up well against ours. Since he's tapped out, I'm gonna attack. I don't think he's gonna. I think he's gonna block conservatively, playing around. Oh, wow, just takes it. That is kind of crazy. We actually have a good attack next turn because we can Hieromancer's Cage whatever the best creature is. Okay. I see no need to use Nightmare Thirst pre-combat. All right, let's pause this for a little bit. What? That is just crazy. So you're going to 1. I'm not sure what the plan is here. Okay. So it's 8 damage. Okay. I'm gonna Nightmares There's something anyway, because why not? I guess there's no need to show him this card, but maybe psychological work. Yeah, like Strangling Spores, maybe we even take this one out. Like it's just doing nothing. It seems really bad. And maybe even like a Knight's Pledge is just better. Knight's Pledge lets me race, and it can get some of my bigger toughness creatures outside the range of Electrify. So if I can be a little patient with it, I could set up a win con by giving one of my creatures more than 4 points of toughness. So some goblins, I assume. Ah, okay, this guy, sure. No problem. I have the white equivalent of that with Cavalry Drill Master, which I actually think is even better than Pyromancer if you have the right deck, because often you get lifeline damage and it lets a creature attack, so often you're getting like an extra, at least like 1-2 points of damage through where normally you wouldn't. So I actually think it's a really good card. Okay. So it's strange that opponent is not trading because he should want me to like be down on creatures so that Lean and Vanguard's ability is not activated. I'm not going to attack, of course. I'm just going to Start stalling things out, gaining life. And we can durdle for a little bit until we draw AJANI. I mean, if we get another line, we can get star cards stacked down and we can maybe start getting some attacks in. But at this point, it's going to be fairly difficult. Yeah, Marauders Axe, sure, it's good, but it's very mana intensive. I mean, I can raise this. I mean, not even block, to be honest. Oh, he's just, okay, he's not even equipping it. Okay. Well, he might have active treason. He's got 2 cards left in hand, right? Just Hieromancer's cage that right now before I get hit with an active treason. I think I might want to do that. Let's just get that little problem taken care of. Yep. Okay, well, seems pretty easy. Do I want to change anything? 1 second. Man, these still think it's okay to keep 1, but it was such an obvious choice to take it out against this mono red deck. I mean, you're spending 4 mana to kill like a 2/1 just to stay alive. That's not a good rate. Yes. I think the shuffler's been exceptionally good to us recently. I'm not gonna complain if I get mana screwed. Of course, I still complain, but okay, not doing much here, but next turn we can play cavalry and start getting some life. If we don't get counterspelled or whatever. Sure. Donation's good. I don't have an attack here, so I just pass. Interesting. So I am going to, because I have Macabre Wills, I kind of want to start filling up my graveyard. Oh, sweet. He killed the creature that I wanted him to kill. Nice. No cancel, no counterspell, no counterspell. Yes. So you can like play Colossal Dreadmore now. Sure, he's got something. If he passes here, he's all right. If he's passing here, then I'm kind of willing to bet that he's got like either a bounce spell or a Bone to Ash. So I don't have any creatures that I can cast anyway. But let's see what he does. Okay, Luxian and Vanguard. Maybe a pump spell. Ah, sure. Okay. Okay. All right, let's just pass. I wouldn't mind having a mine rot against a deck like this that's drawing a lot of cards. Sure, okay, well that's... All right, so we definitely want a Hieromancer's Cage now. Actually, we should play Rustling Falcon as well to gain our life and get in for one more point of damage. And we have Nightmare's Thirst up. No Bone Tash, okay. Good to know. All right. And so far, pretty not challenging. Millstone can be a sideboard consideration for a matchup like this. But until I see a need for it, I'm not going to bring it in. The thing is, like, green-blue decks tend to be very grindy, and they tend to like go through their deck pretty fast and just exploit card draw. So you can sometimes use that to your advantage, because if your opponent's drawing like just a ridiculous amount of cards, then they're more likely to deck themselves if you're milling. Okay, looks like our opponent crapped a one-lander. Probably not a good idea. Very greedy keep. And looks like he's going to pay the price. This is going to be quick. So I actually want to kill Druid. I know this isn't the most mana efficient thing to do, but if he's missing land drops, then one like easy way to win. It's kind of a dirty thing. I don't like doing this, but it's set up perfectly. And now he cannot cast spells unless, like, if he misses a land drop again, it's pretty much just guaranteed victory. Yeah, I think if he didn't spike a land, he's just going to concede. Okay. Well, let's do it. There's no reason to drag this out. It's part of Magic. It's never fun. I wish my OP good luck. And let's go. So far, we haven't lost a single game. So potentially we can just completely sweep and go 3-0, 6-0. And that would be pretty sweet. For trophy and 3-0, 6-0. I like that. All right, so my opponent won the coin toss. I kept my hand. I will travel the knight and trade with that. Hmm. Okay, I guess we flash in Hard Blade. I probably should have traded with the Sentinel. I don't know why I didn't. That was a mistake. Interesting. Your opponent's playing green-black. I haven't seen too many green-black decks in finals. They tend to be very like, I don't know why so often black-green gets like the short end of the stick. The last time there was a good black-green archetype was, I think, an Amonkhet. I don't know, we can just zap that with Nightmare Thirst. Another one. Interesting. What is my opponent trying to do here? Hmm. Guess I want to star count stack here. I think he attacks. I'm not blocking because he must have some shenanigans. Okay, okay. That's scary. Scary enough. I am going to try to race. I'm not sure if that's possible, but I will offer the trade gladly. Gladly offer the trade. All right, so maybe the best I can hope for is somehow he puts an enchantment on Highland Game. But if his last card is that 7/7, then I'm dead. I can destroy it with a Meteor Golem, so I can destroy any enchantments that go on Vinemere. I just can't kill Vinemere. Okay, that's fine. That's not a problem. Not a problem at all. 0 cards. That's excellent. Ooh, attacking. All right, so let's... He's offering the trade with Vinemere for these 2 creatures. I'm going to snap that. I'm snapping that trade. Are you kidding? Oh no, it can't be blocked by black creatures. Never mind, never mind, never mind. Never mind. So I have a couple of options. I can either block, I can Nightmare Thirst here, prevent 2, or I can kill this thing next turn. But this way I'm taking 5, 7, 8, so 7, 8, 9, 10. It's a 9 damage I'm taking. Yeah, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 13, and then it's a very tight race. I'm going to take it here because I don't want him getting the late game. He's got 7 cards and 2 away from Meteor Golem. Maybe we can do something. I don't know. But I also want to... Yeah, I think it's better to get the 3/2. And it's going to increase our probability of being able to race. So... we also got one of these guys. That's also good. Now I kind of don't want to play Nightmare Thirst. Yeah, so let's just attack with everything. I don't need to play this pre-combat, but I'm gonna do it anyway because whenever you have Leon in Vanguard, you want to make sure you have an extra creature on the battlefield before you attack, so it's kind of a good habit, I guess. So I'm gonna gain 4, 3, and 1 more off Leon in Vanguard. This makes racing me very difficult. And we're gonna tap your Airport Guide. Getting for a pretty good hit here. And Now I don't even need to block anything really, because I have unthreatening lethal next turn, especially with Nightmare Thirst. Getting rid of Purifier Guide. I don't think he can attack. Unless he drew something really bomby right now, the best he can hope for is to stay back and find an answer. That seems aggressive. I will take it. He's trying to offer the trade. He's trying to lure me into trading as a means of staying alive, but that seems like a bad idea. All right, so Cavalry Drill Master is going to give us lethal right here, unless my opponent has something up his sleeve. All right, so let's make sure. Let's go. Beginning of combat. I gain life. And then Nightmare Thirst. This bad boy. Oh no, actually we don't even need to. It's lethal. I'd rather have Nightmare Thirst in response in case he has some. I don't think there's anything that gives creatures reach. So that was easy. Do I want to Strangling Spores? Greenback does have some high toughness creatures. And we get, like, if he's got Vigilant Bailouts, then Gallant Cavalry is maybe not as good. Although I like our curve, we're really aggro, and until I see a reason to change something, I'm really not gonna. We're one away from 6-0. And again, the Magic Gods are just really, really, really spoiling us. And this is just as good as you can ask for. There's an argument here in favor of going Child of Night and then Cavalry Drill Master to get the extra point of damage through. I think I'm going to do that because that way, yeah, this is better. I'm not going to block because if I draw a swamp, then with Cavalry Drill Master, I can set up some shenanigans. Like if he decides to double block my Child of Night with like a 3/3 and a 2/2, I can blow him out. Because I'm going to line it up so that after first strike damage, I'll just cast Nightmare Thirst on this, and I'll get clean 2-for-1. So I see no reason to block here, especially if, yeah, the best course of events is he plays a 3/3, and then I get another swamp, and then we set up a weird double block. There's one part of the equation. Oh no. So I guess the only thing I'm doing is Cavalry Drill Master and Child of Night, and gaining 5 life. Missing a land drop is annoying, but this 8-point life swing, 9-point life swing is, oh, especially if he's not blocking, it's even better. And I will offer the block with Drill Master on Greenwood Sentinel because I can still play Doom Dissenter to keep gaining life and slowing things down. Okay. This way I'm just taking 3. But again, like, yeah, it's in his best interest to attack. It's in my best interest to trade with Macabre Waltz. And it's like in his best interest to attack to get creatures off the battlefield. So it's like a weird win-win for me. There she is. Yes. I guess I want Doom Descendant to just jump one turn. So it looks like once I hit my land drop, I'm not gonna this game. I don't think. I got Yar. I forgot again. There's no blocking Vine with black creatures. Silly me. Oh, you're killing me, right? Killing me. It's taking for a turn. If I can get down Locks and Mindbreaker, then I can offer the trade with Vine. Yes. Yes. Oh, hoping no Rabbit Bite. Hoping nothing nasty. Like, if he has removal for Linebreaker, I don't think I need to jump with Daybreak Chaplain just yet. I'm not sure what I could draw. I guess I could draw my 1/2 flyer and set up some triple block. Yeah, well, that's what I was afraid of. So now's the question. Probably let this one go. And then if I draw my 1/2, I can maybe triple block. It's pretty bad. Pretty bad. Missing land drops is bad. So I think my best bet is to attack here with everything. And I use Nightmare Thirst after blocks to reduce center Courser to a 1/1. Ah, that's very smart. That's a smart block. Now I'm tempted to just kind of use Strangling Spores. He's very smart. That's a very smart block. So I don't get the 2 points of lifelink. This way I only gain 2 life. And 1 more off. Great Chaplain. So I really need to get down Vampire Sovereign. Pretty close to lethal, but not exactly lethal. Unless he's got something else. Double combat trick. All right, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna attack with our black creature since they can't block anyway. And I'm gonna leave all my white creatures back, even Daybreak Chaplain, because if the card in his hand is removal, well, let me think about this. All right, he's got one card in hand. It could be like a land, it could be another Rabbit Bite, it could be whatever. If it's a trample card, then I'm in trouble. So I think, for the 3 toughness on the lifelink, I think it's better to leave Daybreak Chaplain back. And let's say I attack with the Leon and Vanguard now, so I can get in 5, and then I'm threatening legal next turn. Lethal. I think this is the more conservative, appropriate way to attack. This puts me a little more outside of the danger zone at 7 life. Yeah, this is good. And then just keep everything back here. And if he attacks, so let's say he's got another Titanic Growth. Let's see what he does. I don't think he attacks. He's attacking. All right, so let's see. What's the worst case scenario? He could have like a Titanic Growth. So that's 9 points of damage, of which I suck up 3, so that gets it down to 6. And the one lifelink gets it down to 5. So I'm definitely blocking. I'm just thinking, do I need to throw Leon and Vanguard in front? Don't think I do. So let me do the math. So 9, 6, yeah, should be okay. And if he's got 2 combat tricks, then so be it. Then it's not my day. Balaka Worm. Okay, well that's okay. I can Hieromancer's Cage that. And he doesn't even get to draw a card, and then I can have Nightmare Thirst up. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so he doesn't get to draw a card because this thing doesn't die. I again attack with all my black creatures because why not? Leon and Vanguard is just doing so much work. Maybe I should have attacked with Leon and Vanguard. I'm not sure. I don't know. I have lethal next turn anyway, and I have a removal spell which can deal with anything with 2 toughness. So I think I'm in a good spot. Yeah, that's not going to do it. So let's see. If he has a pump spell, like let's say he's got the +4/+4, this is 12. I can Nightmare Thirst my own creature to gain a life. So I'm essentially like at 12 life. Yeah, I am going to jump. Because we should play around whatever we think opponent has. Oh, it doesn't even have trample. Never mind. It doesn't have trample. Silliness. Silliness. So the one card that kills us is the +7/+7 enchantment. That is too much. Wow, pretty sweet. So we got mana screwed, but somehow still ended up going 3-0, 6-0. 4th trophy. Hope you guys enjoyed that, and I'll see you next time.